phone has been acting very strangely today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make a quick live stream. So, if you work for any job or any corporation that pays you paycheck by paycheck, you have to understand how much you or value worth in the corporation or company or business that you work for. So, disclaimer, I am a professional photographer, documentarian, journalist. I used to work professionally all my life. And I have filed EEOCs against employers that don't value your work ethics or your skill sets. So understand this, everyone. Please understand to value yourself. Value how much you are worth. If your employer doesn't value you and doesn't see the skill sets and the respect that you have given to the job or to the workforce, then they don't respect you in full. They don't value you and respect you as a person. I'm saying this because recently, in the last 24 hours, I made a video about Target. So with that said, everyone, and people did not listen to the narrative, like Andrew. So, mind you, everyone, that I'm only here to have you come to your senses to understand that you have rights. Your employer cannot violate your rights. Not Target cannot violate your rights. No Walgreens, no Walmart, no nothing. You have rights. Understand how much you value. If you don't understand how much you value, look at yourself really quickly. What have you done in the last 25 years that you can say you can value yourself as a high probable and respectable employee? So with that said, everyone, please understand, you got to understand how to protect yourself from corrupt employers or people that work for the employer. You got to know how to protect yourself. And last night, no one was listening to the narrative because everyone kept deleting their comments after I put them in their place. Like Andrew and IMQ and Ground Andy, which never listened to the narrative, everyone. The narrative was, why did Target did what they did? So with that said, everyone, I don't recommend working for Target after experiencing myself some discrimination and some biased behavior and very unethical behavior from employees that were supposed to train me and to understand how to respect one another. But that employer or employee did not value me and respected me as a person. So therefore, I had to document and record activity inside Target. Right now, I'm using the Wi-Fi to upload that footage. And some people have seen the footage and said that you are the reason why you probably got terminated. I didn't got terminated. I literally left and quit after being profiled and being accused of stealing. And not only that, being picked on because someone is houseless or homeless is not someone's right to do. This is what I said, and I'm going to say this one more time. Understand how much you value. So just take it with the disclaimer. So everyone. But with that said, everyone, it's important that you value yourself and value who you're working for. If you feel like your employer doesn't value you, then resign. Give them a 2-week notice and resign. And then if you feel like they never address issues like discrimination, biased behavior, and you document it, then file an EEOC. EEOCs are not meant to file while you're in training. They are meant when you at a workplace and you're hired and you're being paid. The EEOC is an equal opportunity federal commission report against your employer for violating the Human Resources Act. If you ever get the Human Resources booklet, you should read it. The EEOC is in that booklet, and every human resources. So if your employee doesn't value you, then you should literally document and record the interactions, and then file an EEOC if things do not go as planned. Let's say you got terminated for the wrong reason. Let's say you were laid off because they suspected that you were doing this or you said this and you were doing this. Listen, that's why you have a cell phone. The cell phone is your best tool to document all activity at the workplace, even on the streets. So with that said, everyone, as someone that's a documentarian, as a photographer, please document all your activity at your workplace. If someone is disrespecting you, document it. So you have physical evidence. So therefore, the evidence is not to be argued with. It's evidence. So with that said, everyone, you have a smartphone. Use it. Record it. It's your First Amendment right to record activity inside the workplace if you feel that the aggression has become so severe that it's violating human and civil rights. I had to explain that this morning to a Polish guy that I met named Andrew that watched my live stream this morning for 10 minutes and then decided, mind you, that was a 2-hour live stream. He decided that I was in the wrong. When, mind you, I'm not in the wrong. Because many people like yourself said that that was a good move to not continue on with the training program. Instead, I applied to B&H for another job at B&H. Just give you guys concept. Why I'm moving from one retailer to another retailer. So B&H will probably be the best fit. It's all about photography and videography gear. I know my stuff. So I know video, I know photos, I know images, I know tripods, I know lighting, I know CRL, I know TCL, oh my damn, TLCI. If you guys know what that is, that's a calibration on how accurate light output and color rendering is. But with that said, everyone, so with that said, I'm uploading 8K footage of the incidents right now on my other phone. That's why I'm standing with the Wi-Fi. But I just want you guys to know that you have to literally stand up for yourself. Please don't let your employee or your employer be the bully of your life. Stand up for your rights and know your rights. Practice. Go home, read some laws. Read how to understand how to beat corporations like Target, Walmart, etc. Because these corporations don't care about you. They're just trying to fill in vacancies of positions. And those positions are being filled by people that do not, and sometimes don't have proper training. So with that said, everyone, I have proper training. I worked for retail before. I'm still working for retail now. As a photographer, we are all talking about retail. When we even upload a video about a product, that's called retail. We are trying to emphasize a product. I'm pretty sure I know better than most people in Target or Walgreens or in Walmart. But to be accused of being a thief and then checking, mind you, and for them to check this bag, mind you, check my gimbal bag and found nothing, and then no apology is unacceptable. So, ladies and gentlemen, take this video with a grain of salt. This is New York City. There are laws in place. When you are being violated by your employer in New York, did you know you can go to the New York City Administration Division office and file a civil complaint against your employer? And if it goes beyond that, file an EEOC. But EEOCs are not for people that are trying to get a job. The EEOCs are meant for you while you currently have a job and you're currently employed and getting paid by that employer. That is what the EEOC is. And a lot of Americans do not know what the EEOC is because we did this tour last year. We walked around New York City and asked many people, do they know what an EEOC was? And they said no. Some did, but most did not know what an EEOC is, especially those that get paid paycheck to paycheck. And for those that get paycheck to paycheck, you have to read the Human Resources booklet. It's important. It teaches you how to protect yourself from a scummy employer or employees at the workplace. No harassment should be taking place. No discrimination, no sexist, no bias, no color, no orientation of any sense of that should be taking place based on your status. So with that said, everyone, please protect yourselves, as I just did for myself. I did the right thing. My ex-wife last night even got on live stream and said, you did the right thing. But next step is to see if Target is going to subpoena me now, because they're asking me to remove the video and the photos from Google review. Yes, I posted on Google review. I'm not deleting anything. So this is why I said there might be a cease and desist letter from Target pretty soon. I don't know, but we're going to see. We're going to find out. But like I said, everyone, I did the right thing. Everyone, some of you, most of you agreed that I did the right thing by documenting foul play at the workplace. And I was only training at the time. Wasn't even fully employed. I was in training when this happened. So, and yes, I did tag Target in the videos and the photographs. I wanted to know that you violated a customer's right, like that man that was buying groceries and alcohol. You violated his right. And that employee should be fired. To not read their passport and to suck their teeth and disrespect that customer, that employee should be fired. That was a customer trying to shop. And I was right there recording it. So with that said, everyone, understand how much you value your worth. If your employer doesn't value you, then resign, give them a 2-week notice, resign. But find another job in the meantime and resign. Those are your options. So with that said, everyone, please protect yourself from individuals like a corporation like Walgreens or Walmart or Target or Best Buy in that fact. These are pay-to-pay hourly jobs. They're not salary jobs. This is why even in a pay-to-paycheck, you have rights. But from last night's interaction, Andrew, IQ, Ground Andy, you guys did not watch the narrative or watch the previous video. Especially Andrew, you're Polish American. You know Justin, and Justin's going to tell you, you should not never disrespect Panda. You sit here and say that I have to deal with it. I am dealing with it. I'm dealing with all this as we speak. But you should not have to deal with that at a workplace, friend. A workplace is supposed to be a workplace. It's supposed to feel comfortable and feel like you're earning something, that you really are working hard. You really love what you do. You should not hate what you do. You should not dislike what you do because another employee or an employer wants to violate your human and civil and constitutional rights. Or, mind you that, pick on you and be a bully based on your status as if you're homeless, houseless, or if you disabled, or if you a male, that it doesn't matter what it is. No one has the right to disrespect you and violate your human and civil rights in the workplace. There's no ifs and buts about it, friend. Do not violate your friends. I'm sorry. Do not violate anyone else's rights at the workplace. So please stand up for your rights, everyone.